everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, let's take this fun Dollar Tree item and turn it into a planner/journal. Stay tuned. Y'all, welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by, and welcome to all of my new friends and to all of my new subscribers. Welcome back to all of my longtime friends and longtime subscribers. Thank you all so much for the wonderful ways in which you support me and my channel. Y'all, we are doing some super simple Dollar Tree hacks, and that includes makeovers. So now is the perfect time, whether it's Dollar Tree or any store, to grab some back to school items. I picked these up at the Dollar Tree, but you can find these anywhere right now. And I strongly encourage you to take advantage of those back to school sales to not only get this, but some other fun items when they become available at a super steep discount. So this is a 2-subject notebook, and I'm going to show you how we can take this 2-subject notebook and make it as many subjects as you want and make it over into what you need for it to be. So I'll give you a closer look at the one I've already made, but y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here's a closer look at the one that I've already made. When finished, this is a 5 3/4 by 8 3/4 inch notebook. And what I've done is created a frosted cover overlay on this, and I have some of that beautiful blue paper that is a part of one of the paper packs available on my website. So you can head on out to my website. The link is in the description box if you want this paper. And also check it out because I might even have some newer designs out there. So this overlays on top, and then we just have the regular jacket cover. And then when you open it on the inside, I have a little pocket. We can put some planner supplies in there. Then I've included these little pieces here that can be taken out and used in other spots in the book, maybe to hold your place or to add a decorative element. Completely up to you, but I'm going to show you how we do this. And so you can see you can take these and move them around. Everything in here is interchangeable. I'm also going to show you how we can make these little tabs to divide our book. So we have one here in the back. We have this one here. And then we have this one. You can put as many of these in here as you want. You can add address pages in here using the technique that I'm going to show you for adding more pages, or you can leave it as a notebook. But here is what I'm going to be using. So I have one of the Dollar Tree notebooks, and we're going to be using this one. It is 8 3/4 by 5 3/4. Then I have a piece of one of those Dollar Tree chopping mats. I'm going to be using that to get that frosted look. And then for this project, I've decided to go with the bee-themed paper that's also available on my website. So what I've done is I've printed several pages that I'm going to be using in the book. You can use as many as you want or as little as you want. You don't even have to put in as many as I'm going to put in here. But it is going to be so easy what we're going to do. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and make the 2 covers for the top. Now when you remove this, try to save it because it makes the perfect template for cutting out your insert or your repositionable pieces. So you can see I have all of my holes there. I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of my clear chopping mat that is 5 3/4 by 8 3/4. And all of these little pieces here can be saved because you can go back and use these to create inserts for your notebook. And then I've decided that I want this to be my cover. So I am going to cut out 5 3/4 by 8 3/4. Again, we can save all of these pieces because we can go back and create those little decorative inserts if we want. All right, so now that I have these 2 pieces like this, we can punch our holes. So all I'm doing is stacking this on top because that's going to make it easier to just line up and follow with my hole punch and punch my holes. To hold everything in place, I am going to use my clips, and I'll move these clips around throughout the punching. So then all you have to do is just take your hole punch and align it and punch through. And you just do that all the way across. And you just keep aligning it and you punch your holes. And I have my clips in place because these clips are helping to hold everything flat. Then as I need to, I can take the clip and move it because I want to keep everything nice and tight. So I have this little section right here already done. So now I'll just take this clip and we're going to place it there so that I can hold this section nice and tight, and I'll slide that down. And that's all I do. I just keep moving the clips, but I'll have a working surface that's nice and even. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out the rest of the holes, and I'll be right back. All right, so now I can remove my clips, and I have my holes punched in both pieces, and I know that they're going to be good because they were aligned together when I punched. So I'm going to take these clips and I'm just going to put them on like this, grab my little scissors, and all I'm going to do is everywhere that I have a hole, I'm just going to snip in the middle of that hole like this. And that's just giving me a way to be able to put these covers back on. This also gives you an opportunity to make interchangeable covers if you want. I think this is a great craft fair seller because you can offer it with several different covers. And all they'll need to do is snap on the cover. And that way they can change the cover based on the outfit they have on that day or their mood for that day, completely up to them. But what a wonderfully unique idea for your craft fair table. So I'm just going right in that middle, and we are cutting through those holes. So hopefully you can see how I cut through. So it's easier at this point to separate the two and just push them down in between the spirals. Y'all, how neat is this? It's so easy to do. And you saw how quickly I was able to get that cover on. Now I'm going to add my frosted cover. I like to have the matte side of that cover facing up. The inside has that gloss to it. The matte is a little more subdued. So we just put this on the same way that we did the printed page. So where we made our slits, that just makes it possible to go in and do this. Also makes it possible to make it interchangeable. So there, y'all, we have this absolutely delightful little cover that we can flip back. You can take out this page, replace it with another if you want, and give this a totally different look. But this is your template, so you would need to keep it. Now, if you have a book that doesn't have this on the front, then you can simply tear out a page and use that as your template, or in this case, this book has these little pockets in it. We can use that as a template as well. So it's totally up to you how you want to do it, but you just need to make sure that you have a working template that matches the whole placement here. So y'all, what I'm going to do now is completely optional. You don't have to do it, but I'm going to do it because I want to make sure that when I open this, I can see my tabs. And what that means is I need to reduce the size of my pages some. So I'm just going to open my book and show you how you can do it. If you don't have a cutter, I will be placing this in my cutter to trim these, but if you don't have a cutter, you can mark off how much you want to trim. Make sure that your pages are nice and aligned. You can even take a clip if you want to and clip the pages together. Then once you have it marked, you can just start cutting through all the way down. But like I said, this part is completely optional. You don't have to do this. You can leave your pages the size that they are. Won't hurt anything if you do. All right, y'all, I did make the cuts to my pages, and now you can see the back side of the book. That's what I wanted, but as I said, if you don't want to cut yours, you can leave them the length that they originally were. You can see on this one, everything is even. There's the back cover, but on this one, I decided to reduce it. So now that I've reduced it, I need to cut my insert pages so that they will match the original size of the book. So I'm going to cut 3 just to give you an idea of what you can do with yours, and I'm going to cut those 3 at 5 3/4 by 8 3/4. So these pages match the size of the notebook. And then I'm going to take each one of these and I'm going to score them at 1/2 inch. And so on the non-scored side, I am going to take my little template and we're going to place it down, and I need to punch holes in these pieces. So I'm punching the holes the same way that I did on the jacket. I'm using that template, and I'm just going to punch my holes all the way across. And y'all, I will get all of these punched and I'll be right back. Alright, so all of my holes are punched, and I'll remove my guide, and I'll do the same thing that I did with the first one. I am just going to go in between those holes and punch, and you can see that my holes aren't perfect. They're not aligned perfectly, but they will be good enough. So I'm just going in and snipping through all 3 at the same time. And so now that I have my holes punched, we can go back over to the side where we have the score marks. And this is going to be very simple, and it'll be very much up to you where you want to do this. All I'm going to do is cut to the score mark to make a notch. And then I'll fold this over. And now you can see that I have what looks like a file folder tab. So I'm just going to take my tape, fold that over, get it stuck. Then I'll round this end just a little bit, and you can see how that looks. So now I'm going to do another tab, and this time I'm going to do it in the middle by simply cutting here to the score mark and here to the score mark. And that means I need to fold over this end and fold over this end. Add my tape, fold over, add my tape, and fold over. And now on this one, I can round here. And round here. So now we have two. We'll do that last one, and here at the top I'll just notch to the score mark and fold this back. And just add some tape. And y'all, you can make as many of these inserts as you want. You can actually make these for any style notebook or planner that you might have. Just follow the technique of getting the holes punched and you can add these little inserts easy peasy. So now I have 3 super cute inserts that we can place into our booklet, and I'm just going to place these in. Where you choose to place yours is completely up to you, and like I said, you can place as many as you want because you know the process for being able to make these. So I'm just going to go through and get these little cuties punched into place. And isn't that cute? So I'm going to add one right here. And I think I'm going to use my little polka dots. Easy peasy way to make over a notebook, y'all. You can give it the personality that it might be lacking when you buy it. And like I said, if you're doing a craft fair, these are the types of things that make you stand out. Yes, you have notebooks, but look at what your notebooks have on the inside. So I am going to go ahead and just take this one, and this time I'm going to place it right at the very beginning. Y'all, there's absolutely no right or wrong if you're getting the end result that you want. So y'all, isn't that absolutely delightful? I'll go ahead and open it so that you can see what we have. But we have these nice little dividers that you can go back and you can add notations of what might be behind each. And then if you have some scrap left over, you can create yourself a sweet little pocket. And I think that I'm going to put a pocket right there because if I wanted to put in some planner inserts or stickers or things like that, I can tuck them in the pocket. Now to put this down, I have to put it down with tape because this plastic is very resistant to my glue. So I am just adding tape to 3 sides of this. And so now I'll take this and we can place it down right there. And now we have a sweet little pocket. If you wanted to take some of these scraps and create some little inserts here, make sure that when you place it down to punch your holes, you're placing it down so that the end actually falls in between 2 holes because you need that spacing. And the same is true here. So if you see that the end is hitting the middle of a hole, just trim off a little bit because you want both ends to fall in between. That way you'll have that room to be able to just punch it through and put it in. Now hopefully that makes sense. But now you're able to see what we can do with these notebooks. We can take them and completely make them over and give them a look that we might like. I can even go back on this and add some stickers to the front just to pop it up just a little bit when I open the inside. I can do whatever I want to do here. I can punch out some of those little inserts and place them here in this pocket. I can put some planner pieces in the pocket. I can put some stickers in the pocket. So many different things that you're able to do. But like I said, what I really do like about this process is if I get tired of this print or I get tired of this print, I can just print another page, another print, and punch holes and replace this as often as I want. But for those of you who are doing craft fairs, go ahead and create 4 different inserts. That way they can change it out seasonally, and then this little booklet truly becomes a year-round planner or journal. But guys, I really hope that you have enjoyed this amazing little way that we can take something that was so and we can turn it into wow. That's exactly what we have done here. So if you have liked this video, and I certainly hope that you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.